就让我们超越速度的巅峰 ，Let's go go go， 就像闪烁的星辰，没速度，就让我们超越速度的巅峰 ，Let's go go go， 冲击无限的可能，闪电重现没速度，让我们在赛道之上追逐着风。 狂飙里热血沸腾，就像流星划过的痕，让我们在连续坡路变速平衡，在弯道漂移里燃烧灵魂，生命运正要过分。Say here we go， 天门腾空车厢翻滚 ，Here we go， 领先国门喝彩声闻，我信我能。Say again，Here we go， 永不言败我的认真 ，Here we go。 冲破冰封，就让我们超越速度的巅峰。Let's go go go， 冲击无限的可能，重现没速度。
Previously, Chet crashed Carson and Isaac's cars, and its results proved to be disastrous. Carson failed the qualifiers, and finding out that Liam was paying a debt of gratitude as the reason for his being in Thailand didn't help. Carson didn't like it one bit. In order to further understand Chet, Carson and the others decided to try racing on cars. Episode 16, The Gamble in the Circuit.
He has not had any formal training at all. But his control is impeccable. He was actually able to overtake me and to run smoothly when he's about to enter curves. Uh-huh.
Hey, I didn't know you liked those.
It's nothing but a silly game for kids. I was bored, that's all.
It's not so bad at all. Don't knock it, okay? It's like you're only interested in remote-controlled cars these days. Well, since you're competing anyway, you might want to use your free time to rest.
Hey, I'm finally finished! Hey, listen, after seeing your race with that guy, I gave Aurora adjustments to prescribe to race statistics. I gave the shell of your car some strengthening, as well as your car's speed, and even the revolving speed of your motor has been modified.
Why would you even want to waste your time on that? If you have a lot to do on your free time, why not fix a real car instead, huh? Why would you want to waste your time on pointless things like these remote-controlled cars?
Oh, really now?
Huh?
You would really belittle remote-controlled cars?
Mr. Luck.
Every part of Aurora, no matter how small, from its shell, even all the way to its motor, was produced with the same standards used in building F3 cars. In case you didn't know this, the technicians went through a lot of trouble building it.
It may be produced well, but it's still nothing but a small toy. Instead of wasting so much time on useless things like this, why don't we think of ways to improve the quality of Formula car racing? Why bother to...
Mr. Luck.
You still don't get it, do you, boy? Why would I ask you to attend a remote-controlled car racing tournament?
You're right. I don't get why you would give me a suspension for my race car training just so I could attend this silly kiddie game.
In case you didn't know, Formula racing is not everything.
What's the big deal? All I've ever tried to do all these years is to hope that our country would get into Formula racing once again, just like old times. You know the effort we give it our all. We race like our lives depended on it. Now tell me, what's so wrong about that? They're also no different?
You're mistaken. By no means, they're not the same thing at all. And to be honest, they've got way more than you. Do you even know this remote-controlled car?
Mr. Luck, just let it go. Hey, Chet, I think you owe Mr. Luck an apology.
I'm sorry, but I really don't understand. Why do you really want me to compete in this tournament? Kids' games bore me to no end, you know? And let me assure you, I'm going to win this tournament. I hope you can keep your promise when that happens, that you're going to let me keep training and attend next year's F3 race.
It seems as if it's running on normal speed when you're a spectator. I didn't know it was actually this fast when you're the one driving it. When entering a curve, in order to maintain one's balance, one has to be able to control the steering wheel and accelerator using one's arm strength. I guess driving a real car is more difficult than I really thought it was.
When driving a remote car, we have a full view of the whole track. We can think of the best way to enter a curve, but with a real car, you can only see what's in front of you. Chet's so used to this kind of racing. No wonder he can drive so well.
We're done with lap 1. I think we've adapted enough. Let's have a race now.
It's really fast. This is amazing. I'm sure formula cars run faster.
I'm sure. Right when you entered the curve, you felt the pull of gravity, didn't you? But if you're driving Formula 1 cars, when you slow down or even when you brake, you're left with not much choice but to carry heavy weight. Centrifugal force, along with gravity, will cause problems in breathing. It requires a racer to exert so much effort in driving a car alone. That said, it's remarkable that Chet can drive F3 at his age. He's good and he's so young.
No matter how tough he is, even if he uses the skills he's picked up from driving real F1 cars, we can still beat him in remote car racing. We just need to think of something. We'll see who's gonna win the race. What's up?
Well, it looks like Isaac's doing this much better than you are.
Blast it! You think you can win over me like this? That's strange. Isaac and I are driving similar cars. How could he be much faster than I am?
Well, he can. He's much lighter than you. And that can make him go much faster.
Hmm? He's lighter?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I've got a question, and I want to ask. What do you find interesting in remote car racing? Why waste so much time on it?
People like you who look down on our sport will never understand its value.
That's right. I don't understand. Remote-controlled cars are nothing but toys. You can't count this as sports. You can win remote car tournaments, sure. But is there really a point?
It's not pointless. You may be a real race car driver or a remote car driver, but as long as you tried, you'll bring lots of lessons with you. That, Chet, is our reason. Let's go, guys. What? What are you trying to say? We can take off some weight off our cars?
Mm-hmm. Do you still remember when we were driving around the racetrack? Since you weigh much less than I do, overtaking me was easy for you to do. If my car was lighter than those of the other guys, then getting past all of them won't be too much of a chore.
But then, if we reduced the weight of your cars, the sturdiness of your car's chassis would be affected. Which only means, if your cars crashed into other cars, they'd get ruined. I don't know.
Mina, we don't have a choice anymore. If my theory is correct, Chet's Aurora was created using Formula Car standards as some sort of guideline. That said, our cars are no match for him. The only thing we can do is to reduce the weight of both of our cars. We stand a chance that way.
But then you'll have to be careful. Avoiding a crash is tricky and dangerous. You'd have to be really skilled in order to do that.
If it means being able to beat Chet, then I'm willing to do everything I can. I know that his racing skills are top-notch, but don't forget, we're in this together. As long as we're able to do everything as a team, we'll be able to beat him easily.
Well, if that's the case, then let me take a look at your cars.
Thanks a lot, Mina.
This is the Race Tip World Super Remote Car Championship. Welcome to the Thailand Leg.
Come on, Chet! You can do it!
We've been waiting for today. It's going to be a great race, everyone. The length of today's race is going to be 20 laps. Whoever gets to cross the finish line first will be declared the winner of the Thailand Leg. After a fierce competition in the qualifiers, our very own Chet has ended on top and will be the first in today's sequence.
You can do
You
this!
can do it!
Come on, Chet!
You can do it!
Come on, Chet!
Yeah!
Second in sequence will be Isaac and his car Flash Mirage. Carson and Stormblade will be the third entry in today's sequence. And at fourth and fifth spots for today's race sequence, respectively, will be Penman and Benji. 3, 2, 1, here we go! And Chet kicks off the race in the lead. Amazing! He's maintaining his speed while taking advantage of his lead position in the straight section. But Isaac, even Carson too, they're going as fast as they can early in the race. They're trying to catch up to Chet. I think they can sense it already. Today is going to be a great day for remote car racing.
Impossible. The cars are going fast. No way. They weren't that fast before. What in the world is going on here?
They're just about to enter the first curve. Chet along with his Aurora, Isaac with his Flash Mirage, and Carson with his Stormblade are entering the curve together. Who will be able to get into the curve first and get up first as well? After that tight spot before the curve, Chet still emerges on top of the race. He's also first to enter the curve.
These losers are trying to challenge me. I'm blocking them and they're avoiding it. Let's see. Are they trying to conserve their energy or something?
Here you go. I tweaked everything according to your specifications. But there's something that I want the two of you to take note of. You can't crash into other racers. Avoid them as much as you can, okay? Listen, you have to bear in mind that you can't crash into other cars as much as possible, otherwise you're done for.
No! How dare you! You're not the only ones with the license to go head-to-head with Chet. Eat this!
Isaac, watch out!
If they really want to challenge me, why would they slow down in these conditions? Wait a minute.
We're done with the first lap. Chet and Aurora are still in the lead, making sure he's not overtaking and crossing the line first. Hot on his tail are Carson and Stormblade. As for Isaac, he's gone down to third place. Although he caught up at the last curve, he's the third to cross. Are there going to be changes in the ranking sequence in this lap? That remains to be seen.
Let's see what you two kids are trying to pull off this time. Hey, I thought you wanted to beat me. What's the matter with you? Did you get scared or something?
I'm not telling you anything. You'll just have to wait.
Oh, okay. Huh. Did you really think I was going after the two of you?
Oh no!
Flash Mirage!
I knew I was right. You two reduced the weight of your cars. That way you can maximize your speed. But since the weight has been reduced, your shell is now fragile and can no longer withstand crashing. Well, if that's the case, don't blame me for being rude. Ah! You can't run away from me.
Carson, just run away!
Blast it!
I'm on my way.
Yeah, look at that! Go, come on!
Fantastic! Carson was able to escape Chet's attack, all because Isaac helped him out. So what's going to happen right now? Right now it's Chet, Isaac, and Carson driving side by side to enter the curve. The question is, who's going to get to the curve first this time?
Oh, blast it. I'm gonna take you out first.
Hey, Carson! This is our chance!
Stormblade!
Flash Mirage!
In case you didn't know, your cars are maxed out. I strongly suggest you give up now. However, if you dare try to catch up to me, I would gladly decimate your cars.
What?
Although Isaac helped Carson out of that fix using his very own car, both Stormblade and Flash Mirage have slowed down because of that crash. What's going to happen here? Will they still be able to turn the tables in their favor at this point?
Will we still be able to catch up?
I don't think so. Look. Every single time his car would enter a curve, he would always slow down. We'll take advantage of that deceleration.
Isaac, when our cars start entering the curve as well, we need to slow down too.
You still remember how we were able to win the race back in Chengdu?
Wait, Chengdu? Are you talking about Converse Infinite Shift?
That's right. There's something that Converse Infinite Shift can do, and it's to make our tires grip on the road stronger. We can choose to maintain our speed and not get in trouble. It'll let our cars pass smoothly at any curve and fast. Then after that, since our tires are warmed up, the traction is better. As long as we take advantage of that to pass through any curve at every lap, we'll be able to shorten the gap between us and Chet.
This is it! Ha! Converse Infinite Shift!
No way. How did they get through the curve at that speed?
Good job, guys.
We're down to lap number 14. Still in the lead are Chet and Aurora. At second place, you've got Carson, with Isaac trailing at third. They were able to shorten their gap with that impressive display of skill, turning at the curve at high speed. I really hate to say this, but what they said is true. This is really anybody's game.
What's wrong? How could they still pull that off at the curves? Could it be the way that both of their cars were designed? Why is this happening? If they keep at it, they will be able to take the lead from me at the next curve.
Chet!
Huh?
What do you think you're doing? Listen to me. Do you think you're driving a Formula car?
Listen! Although your car was heavily inspired by designs of Formula cars, we did not forget that your car is still a remote car. Just like any other remote-controlled car, Aurora can also use Converse Infinite Shift.
Of course. I'm not letting you get past me. Converse Infinite Shift! Ha!
That's Converse Infinite Shift!
In the next episode, the tournament is about to end. Carson, Isaac, and Chet are doing everything they can in order to win the race. Will Carson be able to achieve victory to protect the love of remote-controlled car racing? Or will Chet grab the big win and return to Formula racing? Catch the next episode for the epic conclusion to the Thailand Leg Tournament.